we thought we'd combine the symphonies with mid-20th century concertos that capture some of the qualities of Beethoven's music. In the case of the Stravinsky Capriccio, you have this piece that's extremely elegant, very witty, neoclassical Stravinsky, looks back to not only the age of Beethoven, but the age of Haydn and Mozart, and even further back to the Baroque era. And so you have this piece that is, in a sense, looking at a lot of what informed Beethoven's own music through a 20th century lens. In the case of the Barber cello concerto, you have this beautifully melodic, romantic music that does have some spice to it. I mean, there are moments that are pungent. It's not just neo-romantic music. It's neo-romantic music that has a very 20th century outlook. And again, Beethoven sort of straddles the divide between classical and romantic. And so the sort of songfulness, but informed by those same harmonic twists, those same moments of wit and imagination that you hear in the slow movements of Beethoven's symphonies, for example. That's something I think that will take on a new context, heard alongside the Barber. And of course, then we have the Hartman Concerto Funèbre for violin and strings, which is another very neoclassical work, but of a different kind. And we consciously wanted to pair that with the Beethoven Eroica Symphony, because both works are informed by the sort of backdrop, the murmur of impending war. In the case of Beethoven, it was the period before the Napoleonic sweep across German-speaking Central Europe at the beginning of the 19th century. And in the case of Hartmann, the concertos from 1938, so it was the moments in Germany leading up to the outbreak of World War II. And we just thought this made a great sort of historical dialogue and showed that a lot of the kind of extra musical things that informed Beethoven's output are constants that come back over time and have an impact on art in any century, in any era, to really underscore the timeless nature of Beethoven's output and the fact that even 200 years after its conception, his symphonies, his music speaks to an audience today with just as much power and just as much relevance, if not even more, than it did in its own time.